But this morning, on this Boxing Day, we were, of course, hard at work in the office whilst we were in the radio studios having the Super Morning Show. The TV morning show, AM show, paid us a visit. Roland Walker walked in. Guess what he found?
But let's go to Joy and then we'll go to hits. So you can see, well, it's quite that way always in the studio. We have the newsroom there, and then we have update. You know, he's eating, so he's hiding what he's eating. It looks like a biscuit. Is that biscuit? Biscuit, yeah. Let's not come. Okay. So, you know, early morning he has to manage, and he will introduce himself and tell us, how are you? Introduce yourself to us.
Hi.
What do you do?
My name is Augustine Holm. I'm a producer on the Super Morning Show, and I manage social media.
Yeah, Super Morning Show producer. That's Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Do you have any changes to the presenters this morning, or is the same regular presenters?
Oh no, we're having Danielle Dadzie still hosting today. Yes, we're having a few other guests, special guests. We're having us, you know, kind of a topsy-turvy sort of morning. Yeah, so it's very light.
What's the subject of talk this morning? What's that for discussion?
We're just treating our listeners to some very good music from interesting. We have the Manifest coming on. We have someone in the studio right now called Queba, and she's giving us some very amazing music. Yeah.
And you're chewing something. What is this?
Oh, yes, biscuits.
I see this one, well imported. You've been chewing it for years now. It means you don't give it to anybody. Thank you very much, Augustine. Okay, so you have to go to the studios of Joy, and please just join me. And usually the production assistants, the producers will always sit here, try to check what they have. For example, they have chickens. Mr. and Mrs. Mayflower, after seeing how inseparable they were, the mother of 340 spent around a day setting up the altar and even managed to put, you know, everything has to be read. And you need to have something in mind a lot, many of the times. And we have a regular DJ on the show, DJ Whoo Betty. I know it depends on where you're watching us from. If you're outside Accra, you may not be hearing of him very much, but he's always being heard have his sick tunes, etc. on the Joy the Joy FM shows as well as Joy Super Morning Show. Good morning to you, DJ Whoo Betty.
Morning, boss.
How are you?
I'm fine.
And you have to work on a holiday.
Yeah.
How was that a difficulty for you?
I'm not feeling well because of the holidays and those stuff, but I need to come to work because it's my work, so I need to come.
Yeah. Did you go to any other shows?
Yeah, I think last week I went to the 10-up party and the Joy party, family party in the park. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, but those are internal shows. I mean, you've not been to the Rapaholic?
No, I don't go to those type of programs. Yeah.
So because you play the music, you don't want to go and
for outing and those stuffs. Yeah. I always think about my work and my personal show.
Okay. So after that, you go home. Go have your small time. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought maybe you would like to go to shows a lot. But look, we wish you all the best for the season.
Thank you.
All right. So we have to go to a studio of Joy 99.7, and lots of renditions of songs taking place. Okay. So I see. How are you? So we have Danielle Dadzie. Danielle Dadzie is out there. Danielle, how are you? I know you're on air. You're on air. Okay. So. Who do you have on the show today?
We have our music guests on the show. Our mics are on, so I can't speak loudly.
So the other mics are on. We have a guest on the show. We're making noise, so kind of. But let's just have a feel of what's taking place.
Coming in from Queba, and Queba is a soul artist joining us today on the show. On the guitars is Vince McCauley. I want to say a good morning to Roland Walker and all the AM show team members. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning that we're having, and we're going to hear more of Queba today on the show. And like
so, Danielle Dadzie, Enimwa is there, yep. Queba. So that's right. I'm making too much noise, so let's go.
He will be giving us his end.
Bye-bye, Danielle. All right. Yeah, so let's meet one of the producers on the show. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Papa. Sorry.
Okay, so basically, what do you do on the show?
Basically, so I'm the lead producer. I lead the team to produce content daily from Monday to Friday from 5:50 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see your boss is calling you, so you have to pick the call. All right, so we have to go. The last place we'll go to will be Hits, and Hits, they are just around the corner. We showed you where Hits FM is. That's Hits FM. So we'll just take you straight to the studio. We'll get to have a feel of what's taking place in the studio right now, and then also we'll get to have some of the interesting highlights that will be taking place on Hits this morning. Okay. Bro, how are you? Good morning.
Fine, thank you, boss.
And you have to work on a holiday.
Yes.
Actually,
Started since Monday.
Are you going to have a time for yourself, a day or two? Have you scheduled such a way that at least maybe after the New Year or something? When are you going off?
I'll be going off on Friday.
On Friday?
Friday.
Oh,
so
Friday
next week, Thursday.
Oh, that's great.
It's a long week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I noticed that many of us who work in the media, we don't tend to attend the shows, etc. Why?
Oh, no, because when you go for a show, for instance, the next day you have to come to work.
And it's hectic, yeah.
You can't go all out.
Because they close late.
Late, and you have to get to work by 6 a.m.
Not talk about you have to take in alcohol as well, so you'll be
Soft drinks. Yes, sir.
Well, so who is here now?
Bridash.
Bridash. Okay, Bridash. You're busy. You're playing commercials?
Yes, please. I'm playing commercials.
And are you always on the show?
Yes, I'm always here. I've been here since last night.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Last night.
Yes, last night.
That you like music, you do a show, it's an entertainment-oriented station, etc. Why is it that you don't go to the Rapaholics or the shows?
We can't leave the work and go to Rapaholic. Yeah, the work has to be done. So it's an entertainment channel. So basically, we have to serve our listeners with good music since it's a Christmas festive.
But it also means that you have to keep a tap on all the events that are taking place.
Yes,
So because you do a lot of reviews on Hit FM.
Of course. So we friends, the other colleagues go to the event and then they monitor it and they give us feedback.
But you the lead. You only get you get to watch YouTube excerpts and all that.
Yes,
do your critique. It's a hard work.
Very, very hard work.
Yeah, people think that maybe when you work in the media, you have all the opportunity to do it, but they don't know that when you have a day off, you also want to spend some time on your own.
When I have a day off, I sleep. I don't do anything from sleeping. Yes, I only sleep. I don't have time to go out, go and chill. No. It's never done. I can't do it.
Charlie, but I have to say, for all the studios I've visited, this was the nicest.
Yes.
I don't know why the owners of Multimedia decided to... Look, Hits is the nicest of all the studios. I mean, it's neat. How do you call this color? Gray or what?
Gray. Yes, gray.
So beautiful.
Yes, gray. We are an entertainment channel, so you should know.
It has to be homey.
Yes, you should know. You have to know. Yeah, we are an entertainment channel, so.
But the Rapaholics took place last night. What were some of the reviews you're getting?
Apparently, I heard it was a sold out. It was a huge sold out show. People went, and I heard that I heard some artists came to perform. I have not seen it yet because I couldn't go, so I'm yet to watch it. But that I heard it was a successful show.
Or sold out. I wish you all the best for the morning.
Thank you.
All right, so we have to just wrap up all the events here, and you know that Hits FM, they are entertainment oriented, and basically they try to get all the feedback. They do critiquing of all the shows, the artists, whether they do well or not, and it's always good to sit behind the mic and try to also juggle it out and try to do what you have to do for the morning or the day. It always will be interesting, but basically that's what the studios are about. That's the type of activities that tend to take place, and the personnel say they don't have all the time for the shows that are outside the studio because the work has to continue even on a holiday.